Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare ancient Roman myrtatum, a sausage with myrtle berries from Varros de Lingua Latina and De Re Cucinaria. We start with the ingredients. We need beef, wine, sausage casing, muria, bread and myrtle berries. We grind the myrtle berries. Soak the bread without the crust in red wine. Mince the meat and mix them, adding the muria. For about 800 grams of meat, we used 100 grams of bread, 2 dozens of myrtle berries, and 4 tablespoons of muria. Then we stuff the sausage casing. The sausage casing must be soaked in water before use. The soaking time may change and depends on how it was produced. The sausages must rest for at least one night before cooking. According to Pliny, in ancient times, myrtle berries were used before the arrival of pepper in the same way, especially for seasoning wild boar. Other traditional uses of myrtle berries include oil and medicinal wines, as described by ancient authors such as Cato, Dioscorides, Pliny, Palladius, and Columella. Myrtle wine is also used as an ingredient in De Re Cucinaria, where myrtle berries also appear for the preparation of wild boar, copadia, and isicia aumentata, which are meatballs wrapped in cool fat. According to Varro, myrtle berries were also used as an ingredient to make a sausage called myrtatum, although there are no descriptions about its preparation. The only information we have is that Varro lists it among sausages and meatballs, and he mentions that it was made with sausage casing. With today's recipe, we recreated an archaic version of myrtatum that could have been served in an ancient tavern. We combined the information from Pliny and Varro with a recipe of De Re Cucinaria for isicia aumentata. In our version, we omitted pepper, using only myrtle berries instead, and also skipped pine nuts so as to make a cheaper version, even though the original recipe calls for adding pine nuts and whole peppercorns to the meatballs. Instead of garum, we used muria, which is a fish sauce similar to colatura di alici, that the ancient Romans considered plebeian. To learn about muria and how it differs from garum, check out the video in the description below. Additionally, we replaced the original cold fat with sausage casing, so as to make a sausage. The recipe does not specify what kind of meat to use, but beef or pork are both good options for making an authentic ancient sausage. In fact, the Edict of Maximum Prices by Diocletian mentions beef and pork, isicia, and sausages. In addition, beef is one of the cheapest types of meat in the edict, and is therefore particularly suitable for a plebeian version of this recipe. We parboil the sausages for a couple of minutes. Then we cook them in a pan with olive oil. To learn more about meat throughout history, read our new book, Early Italian Recipes, Meat, Meatballs and Sausages, dedicated to fresh and cured meat, with recipes from the antiquity to the end of the Renaissance, accompanied by the original texts and our translations. The subject of bread preparation is covered in Early Italian Recipes, cereals, bread, pasta and pies. If you're interested in ancient food, check out Ancient Roman Cooking, which includes information about historical ingredients, banquets, agriculture, preservation techniques, and much more, along with several recipes selected and translated from primary sources. The full translation of the Reco Culinaria is available on our Patreon page, as well as other translations of primary sources and articles on historical food. You will find all the links in the description below, as well as the links to buy us a beer and purchase our merchandise to support our work. These sausages were incredible, with the sweet, aromatic and slightly acidic aroma typical of myrtle berries, perfectly combined with beef and wine, giving the sausage a lot of flavor. We served them with a farro pulse, a traditional accompaniment for this type of dish. Other good pairings include ancient breads, such as Lich sulla Sabina and Panis Sordaceus. You'll find the links in the description below. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, subscribe our channel and consider supporting us on Patreon.